Hi guys, I keep seeing parallels between the election of Donald Trump and Brexit. Both campaigns were designed to convince people to vote against their own interests, based on the idea that backing Trump or Leave would result in lower immigration and the restoration of jobs for British or American people. Anyone who knows anything about farming could see it a mile off that cutting yourself off from your supply of workers would damage your business. So when a CBS reporter visited Wisconsin, he discovered why farmers rely on foreign labour and what Trump's policies will mean for US agriculture.
People say there is an open secret, if you will, here in Wisconsin that a lot of the immigrant farm workers are here illegally, undocumented.
To me, it doesn't matter. These are people that are willing to do a job that nobody else will do.
What does their legal situation look like?
I am required as an employer is to look at the documents that they present to me. And the law says that you look at the documents, and if they appear to be genuine, you accept them.
You don't think that you are displacing American workers by hiring immigrants here?
I'm 100% sure of that. I have people come to apply for a job, but they're all immigrants. In the last 20 years or so, I maybe had 2 people show up to apply for a job that were native-born Americans, and probably 150 immigrants have come and applied for a job. And the 2 that applied never came back.
So you have tried to hire American workers?
Oh,
you have tried.
A lot.
Is there any credence to the argument that people who are hiring undocumented immigrants are rewarding illegal behavior?
I think what people that are hiring undocumented people are doing is getting something done that Congress hasn't gotten done. And because Congress isn't doing their job, or the federal government isn't doing their job, don't blame us. Don't blame the rest of us out here in the country that need to get the work done and get the food on the table.
And he's completely correct. You know, it's easy for the government just to say, well, it's not our fault, it's the farmers' fault, or the farmers shouldn't be employing these people. Exactly like when it comes to Brexit. The government saying it would be a good idea to cut ourselves off from our supply of workers. You know, you have politicians on the one side saying we need to stop all this immigration, we need to close the border, we need to stop people from coming in, be it in the United States or in Brexit Britain. But farmers saying we need actual workers. We can't find the people we need in the local population. And I keep coming back to this point. Now, I don't know the situation in Wisconsin, which actually voted for Donald Trump, but in Britain, you know, a lot of these farms are far away from population centres, obviously. So you either have to commute for a very low wage, or you move there and live in a caravan or something on site. Now, a lot of British people don't want to do this or can't do this. So obviously, if you can't find the workers you need in the local area, you have to bring them in from abroad. These are workers who are willing to work for a season or to work for a couple of years, doing back-breaking work for pretty low pay in order to improve their lives. This is not a career prospect for most British or American people. They don't want to do this, or they can't do it. So obviously, if you need someone to pick fruit or vegetables or work on a farm, and you can't find them in the local area, then you're going to have to look for them further afield. And once again, we have this problem with the politicians saying we need to bring down immigration, we need to close the borders, we need to make it more difficult for people to come in. But we're not going to provide the support farmers need to hire local people. We're not going to increase wages. We're not going to increase protections. We're not going to make the environment better for British or American people to work on farms. But at the same time, we're not going to allow more people to come in to do the work. Or we're going to pretend that we don't want people to come in to do the work. Which way do you want it? Do you want higher wages, better working conditions for British and American farm workers? Or do you want to rely on foreign labour? Because the politicians are charlatans. They'll sell you the idea that if you vote for me, I will bring down immigration and I will restore British and American workers' positions. But they know that they're not going to do that. They know that they can't achieve that. And unfortunately, the ordinary person is going to suffer the consequences, because if this guy or the British farmer can't access the staff they need, they're going to have to pay higher wages. and those higher wages are going to be passed on to the consumer in the shape of inflation. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. And perhaps more of these messages will be sent out to people and convince them to stop voting for the likes of Donald Trump or Brexit-backing politicians.